think it's safe to say that Manchester United are in a little bit of a pickle right now in the Premier League. They're currently sitting 7th when everybody kind of expected them to be challenging for the title, especially after Cristiano Ronaldo came in famously this summer. And yeah, they sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They seem to have lost their identity completely. And they're kind of in a rebuilding phase right now, which is a perfect opportunity for Mental Hog to step in. What's up, you guys? Mental Hog back here on the channel for a similar and familiar yet slightly different series that we're going to start calling Footy Fixes. And in this first episode of this kind of new look series of rebuilds called Footy Fixes, we're going to take on Manchester United. They are a team that is struggling in the Premier League, 7th place right now. So we're going to hop in there. We're going to try and fix them. And basically, our objective is to bring them back to a Champions League title. Now, to do this, we can sign whoever we want, and we're also going to sim every game we play. Those are basically the rules. I don't have any extra rules for this Manchester United one. Obviously, they're a big team. They have the name. They can attract just about any player they want, so I'm not going to limit any kind of transfers or anything like that. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's hop in there and get this career mode Footy Fixes started. And while we load into it, if you guys are excited for this new series called Footy Fixes, like it down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new so you don't miss out on another one, and comment suggestions for other teams that you think need Footy Fixes in the comments down below. Now, the manager Mental Hog has gotten a little bit of a different look for his time in England. That's right, he's ginger, he's pale, he's got a moustache, and he's wearing a nice red sweater. It's not quite the same as Manchester United red, but he's not worried about that, guys. He's got a team to fix. So looking at the squad right away, we got a little bit of a strange formation here, right? The 4-2-2. That is what Ralph Rangnick's style of play is that 4-2-2 formation, high pressure and all that stuff. But we're not Ralph Rangnick. We are Mental Hog. We can do whatever we want. So we're going to change that formation up right away. I'm going to assemble what looks like a more normal Manchester United 11, and then we'll talk a little bit about what kind of transfers we want to make. All right, so that's a more normal looking Manchester United 11, I think. Up top, obviously Cristiano Ronaldo, one of, if not the greatest of all time. That's obviously up for debate, but I think he's pretty freaking great. He's 36 years old, and he's 91 rated. He's one of the highest rated players in FIFA, so he'll give us a good season or two, I think. The front three, behind him rather, we've got Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, and Jadon Sancho. Obviously, all relatively on the younger side. The midfield, obviously, this is where Manchester United have the biggest struggles, right? We've got Fred and McTominay. Why these guys are still playing week in and week out, I don't understand, but we're obviously going to look to change that. These two guys, I mean, come on. And then you've got a back four. It's actually pretty strong. Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Rafael Varane, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, David De Gea in between the sticks. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty strong team all around. We've got a little bit of an aging problem in our reserves and bench and stuff. We've got Cavani on the bench, who's 34. We've got Lingard, who's pushing 30 and, you know, doesn't seem to be getting into this Manchester United 11 anytime soon. We've got Matic. Alex Telles is starting to get a little bit older as well. And we've also got players like Bailly, Paul Pogba, Martial. Some players that are kind of on the fringe of the Manchester United 11 and don't look like they're getting in. Like somebody like Paul Pogba, I mean, realistically, what do we do with this guy? I don't think he's going to stay at United. I don't think he's going to sign a new contract. So I think we got to let him go, to be honest with you. And yeah, I mean, all around, we've got some good youngsters as well. So we'll try and loan out the youngsters. We've obviously got the meme, the dream, Phil Jones. He actually came back from like 2 years of not playing and actually did really well against Wolves, I think it was. So yeah, he's cool. And then we've got a couple of more younger players like Dalot that could look to get in. Obviously, Dean Henderson, Mason Greenwood. So definitely things that we could do with this team that would be good in the future. So yeah, let's start doing some business. I think this is the most stacked youth academy I've ever seen coming into a team. A bunch of players with decent looking overalls. And then we've obviously got Harry Rowland here, 65 overall, our homegrown talent. He actually looks pretty good. He looks like he could be maybe a striker for the club. So let's definitely get him promoted, get him trained to striker, maybe let him out this season. And then I'm not really going to look to scout any more youth outside of what we already have here. I'll just kind of see if these guys develop and look like they can come into the side. If they can, great. If they can't, then whatever. We're not going to use the youth scouting in this Footy Fixes challenge. Now, to me, immediately, the most important thing we need to fix is that CDM position, and I went in right away for somebody in real life linked with Manchester United, and that is going to be none other than Declan Rice coming across from West Ham. In real life, they managed to keep him for the season, but I swooped in and picked them up for 61 million euros. Welcome to the club, Declan Rice. Finally have some stuff to report on for you guys. We haven't been getting any big offers in, or really many offers at all for a lot of our players, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't really want to force players out of the club by like going in and doing transfer or swap deals or anything, so I'm waiting for offers to come in naturally, but I do have some to report about. Phil Jones going to Besiktas for 5.2 million, Jesse Lingard going to AC Milan for 18.1 million, a couple of loans for our youngsters, Alanga, Amad Diallo, Shola Shortire, Nemanja Matic sold to Barcelona for 9 million, and a big one here, Martial to Bayern Munich for 45 million. So we're going to need a couple of replacement players, and we are on deadline day, so we're going to have to move quick. To begin our re-strengthening process on the bench, we have brought across Luis Diaz from FC Porto. The young Colombian, 24 years old, comes across for 55 million euros. Welcome to the club, Luis Diaz. He's going to be a great backup for us this season. Alright, so that's going to be it for our August summer transfer window. Not too many players in, just a couple, and Declan Rice and Luis Diaz. Quite a few players sold, though, and hopefully over the course of the season we can maybe sell some more, and in January do some more business. I don't want to strengthen the side or change the side too much every single season. I want to kind of let it take a season or two, and honestly, with the side we have, I think we can pretty safely compete in all of the competitions we're playing in this season, including Champions League, if we just fix the bench real quick and throw Luis Diaz in there. Yeah, that's a really strong side. Hopefully, at some point, we can get rid of Paul Pogba, because even though I wanted to try and give Van de Beek game time, as long as he's here, it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So this is the side we'll roll with for the first half of the season. I will check in with you guys in January with our results in all of our competitions. Not bad in the Premier League at all. We're sitting second right now, 46 points, just 4 points behind Liverpool. 39 goals scored, only 17 conceded, so doing really, really well as far as the Premier League is actually concerned. And in the Champions League, we also seem to have had a very easy time of it, so definitely a lot better of a first half of the season from this simulation than Manchester United did in real life. And in the round of 16, we are going to be facing up against Bayern Munich, so that really sucks. Wow, that's going to be a huge test to see really how well this Manchester United side is playing, and hopefully we can maybe continue to progress in the Champions League. It would have been nice to maybe get matched up with Wolfsburg or Sevilla or Atalanta. By the way, I'm using the realism mod now on the PC, or at least the light version of it, so I do have the real team. So we have Juventus, Atalanta, whatever other teams are not real right now. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head, but Lazio as well, Roma, all those teams are actually licensed in this mod and have their kits and all that stuff, so that's pretty fun. Top performers include Jadon Sancho, actually tearing it up in the Premier League. 12 goals and 4 assists, up to 90 overall now. Ronaldo just behind him, 12 goals, 0 assists, as we expect from the Portuguese legend. He hasn't gone down in his overall, and he's wearing the captain's armband in this career mode, which is cool. Bruno Fernandes, 7 goals and 5 assists. Rashford stepping up, 7 goals and 3 assists as well. Varane with 3 goals is pretty cool. Maguire with 2 goals and 4 assists. So yeah, I mean, the side is doing really well. Everybody's firing on all cylinders. Now, if there's something you might notice, there's somebody missing from the side, a certain Frenchman, and that is actually, yeah, a Frenchman and a Brazilian, and that is Paul Pogba and Fred. Where exactly are they? Well, I will tell you that we did sell them, and Fred left for Everton, and Pogba actually left for Leicester City, so definitely not a team I thought that would come in for him, but it was kind of interesting, and I was trying to get rid of him, so yeah, those transfers were made. They have left, and Harry Rowland going on loan, our youngster, homegrown talent, on loan to Burnley for the rest of this season. We'll see how he does. Obviously, with the departure of Paul Pogba, we were going to need somebody to fill in his shoes as a backup in the midfield. And of course, Jude Bellingham is going to be a fantastic option for that. He now has the potential to be special after coming across from Dortmund for 60 million euros. He is going to either take over Van de Beek's spot by the end of this season or help play backup to our side, which will be super, super nice in that midfield. He can maybe even fill in at cam for Bruno Fernandes if need be. So Jude Bellingham, welcome to the club. No longer are Manchester United a team where they could be linked with all of these other English clubs and all that stuff, and these players end up going to like Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, anywhere but Man United. No longer. The name is here. The drag of Manchester United is back. Again, not really much business going on in January for us. Just that one signing of Bellingham after the couple players left. And now, let's see how we do against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. So Bayern Munich are obviously no slouch when it comes to the Champions League. We know they've won this many times, and we know this game right here, Bayern Munich and Manchester United, very, very popular. Of course, I believe it was the 1999 Champions League final, where in Fergie time they scored 2 goals, Man United did, to win the final after being kind of behind all game. So anyways, here we go. Our side, for the strongest 11. Pretty much fully fit. Maguire a little bit down for stamina, but that is okay. The only interesting addition I see to Bayern Munich's side is John Stones playing at center back alongside Lucas Hernandez. So quick simming the first leg away at the Allianz Arena. The result is going to be a 3-0 win. Wow, I was really not expecting that. A Ronaldo hat trick in the Champions League. Mr. Champions League himself with a hat trick to send us into the second leg with a huge advantage. Second leg, definitely needing to make a few rotations. We've got some very tired players. Their team looks almost the same, except they actually also have Willy Orban at center back. So another interesting signing for Bayern Munich. We have a 3-0 advantage. We're at home at Old Trafford. Can we get the result on the second leg? And we actually can. It wasn't really even that close, to be honest with you. 5-1 on aggregate. Lewandowski missing a penalty to kind of tie up this game. Not that it would have mattered. And we are through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League in season number 1. And it looks like it's not getting any easier for Manchester United in this Champions League campaign. We have Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. There's Atalanta and Wolfsburg right there facing off against each other. That would have been nice to get either one of them. But that's okay. I guess we're going about this the hard way. Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. First leg at the Bernabeu. It looks like pretty much your standard Real Madrid team, except Theo Hernandez at left back. They've got Vasquez at right back, Militao and Alaba at center back, Casemiro, Kroos and Modric, Hazard, Benzema, and Marco Asensio. Only difference in our starting 11 is Bellingham in for a tired Van de Beek. First leg away at the Bernabeu. The result is going to be a 3-1 win for us. Wow. And another thing that I noticed is that Cristiano Ronaldo is up to a 92 at the age of 37. Also, Declan Rice coming off with an injury. Hopefully, it's nothing major. And yeah, just taking a look at that real quick. Can we just acknowledge the fact that at 37 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo is growing in overall? Talk about aging like a fine wine. What? That's actually insane. He grew at 37 years old. And that Declan Rice injury is actually nothing major, just a bruised tailbone, but he might be out for the second leg. He's actually back in time, but a lot of the rest of our team was very tired, so a few rotations once again, and it looks like they're playing a similar team. Vinicius starting at the left wing there, and Karsdorp at right back. So a couple of interesting signings for Real Madrid. The second leg, we have a 3-1 lead. Can we continue that and take us to the semifinals? Yes, we can. It was relatively close-ish, I guess if you could call it that. A 1-1 draw, 4-2 on aggregate, and we're through to the semis in Season 1, guys. Could this be the first time that we win the Champions League in Season 1 in It Footy Fixes? About to find out, I guess. Oof, after that game, I just saw this. I didn't see that he was injured during the game, but David De Gea, it looks like his season is just about over. A broken metatarsal, he broke his toe, I guess kicking the sidebar or something after the game. He was so happy we beat Real Madrid that he put himself out for the rest of the season. Good job, Wanker. Now we're going to have to play Dino in goal. Once again, it looks like we're going to have a really difficult run in the Champions League this season. PSG in the semifinals now, coming up against Lionel Messi. Ronaldo and Messi is happening in Season 1 here. I wish this was the final so that I could play that. That sounds so much fun. Let's see how we do. Also, quickly wanted to mention that Wolfsburg are in the Champions League semifinal. What is that all about? Anyways, for this PSG game, I'm just going to make a couple rotations real quick. And by a couple, I just meant the one. Dalot going to play out right back for a tired Wan-Bissaka. They've got that trident of Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar. Jordan Henderson, Wijnaldum, and Verratti in that midfield. Juan Bernat, Kimpembe, Marquinhos as the captain, Hakimi, and Navas actually starting in between the sticks for them. We've got Dean Henderson in goal for the rest of the season, and the rest of our starting 11 is looking pretty much fit to play, assuming the first leg at Old Trafford. The result is going to be a 1-1 draw. Okay, so everything's still to play for in the second leg. And are there any injuries that I need to be aware of? No, it doesn't look like it. Rashford scores for us. Di Maria scores for them. Damn, a lot of injuries in this season for us. Luke Shaw's season is over now after an ACL injury, which he's already struggled through once in his career, so I feel bad for him, but looks like we're rolling with Telles for the rest of the season now as well. Fixture schedule is not being kind to us at all. Injuries left and right. Lots of stamina issues going into the second leg. Their team looks pretty much the same. They've got Icardi on the right now. Looks like maybe Neymar was suspended after that first leg or something. He did get a yellow. 1-1 on aggregate right now, away at the Parc des Princes. Will we see ourselves in the final in Season 1? We won't. Oh no, on penalties, man. Seriously. Wow. 4-3 on penalties. Telles and Greenwood, the two substitutions I was forced to make, missing their penalties. Oh man. That's so unfortunate. And who scored in the game anyway? Sergio Ramos and Bruno Fernandes. Oh man, it was not to be. Ronaldo and Messi both subbed off before halftime. We're out on penalties in Season 1, guys. What a tragic finish to our Champions League season. Damn. Well, it's not all bad this season after all, because we did finish second in the Premier League, just 4 points behind Liverpool, and we actually had a really bad finish to our season, losing a couple of games. We could have maybe won a title this season. But yeah, second in the Premier League, not too bad. At least we're going to be in the Champions League in Season 2. Man City all the way down in 6th is interesting. And let's see who got relegated in the Premier League this season. It was Crystal Palace, Norwich, and Watford. The FA Cup was won by Chelsea over Manchester City, and we went out in the semi-finals to City just before our PSG games, so maybe that was a bad omen for us going into the semi-finals of the Champions League. Carabao Cup was won by Liverpool over West Ham, and we actually made it all the way to the quarterfinals and got knocked out by West Ham on penalties. Your inaugural Conference League winners this season are Slavia Praha over Roma. The Europa League won by Real Sociedad over SC Braga and from Portugal, 2-0. And your Champions League winners in Season 1 are Wolfsburg over PSG on penalties. Holy shit, that's crazy. Wolfsburg to win the Champions League in Season 1. You never dream of this kind of stuff. This is why we love career mode, folks. And our top performers this season, Ronaldo with a 29-goal season and 5 assists. Sancho with 24 goals and 11 assists. This guy did absolutely ridiculously this season. Bruno Fernandes, 14 goals and 11 assists. Rashford doing really well. Van de Beek, look at that. You give him game time and he actually does pretty well for you. Declan Rice doing pretty well as well, a new signing for us. Varane doing well. Maguire doing well. Cavani off of the bench doing some pretty good stuff. Hasn't even dropped in his rating at all either. Jude Bellingham coming in. Doing okay. Not too bad. Couple of bad games here and there, but he did score a couple of goals for us, so hopefully that keeps his potential up. And unfortunately, somebody like Greenwood and Luis Diaz really didn't have that much of an impact off of the bench, which is, again, really unfortunate. Hopefully next season they get some more games and they can perform for us a little bit more. And hopefully their potential didn't completely tank as well. But yeah, all around, not a terrible Season 1. Let's carry on now into Season 2 and hopefully make some improvements and see if we can find ourselves in a Champions League final in Season 2 as well. We're going to start off Season 2 with a massive signing, an improvement at that left back spot because Luke Shaw got that long-term injury and Alex Telles is not cutting it anymore. So 100 million and Alex Telles will go to Real Madrid for Lucas Hernandez, not Lucas Hernandez, what am I saying? Theo Hernandez, the actual left back. Theo Hernandez, welcome to Manchester United. Alright, we're on the last hour of deadline day. I figure I'd tell you what business we did outside of that Theo Hernandez transfer. Brandon Williams, back from loan, got sold to Fiorentina. Couple of loans for youngsters again. Jonathan Nelson, Elanga, Laird, Shortire, and Eric Bailly got sold. Axel Tuanzebe is back from his loan, and he's got potential, so I'm going to let him play as our fourth choice center back. Bailly can go to Dortmund. Have fun there. With that being said, that's going to be all of our transfer business done. So just that one signing of Theo Hernandez, a few sales. Our squad is looking pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. And we'll see. If we're still not looking too good in January, maybe some more reinforcements will have to come our way. Our Champions League group this season, by the way, includes ourselves, Napoli, Sporting CP, Dinamo Zagreb. So not too difficult of a group. We should top that. I'll see you guys in January with the results of this group and the Premier League. So to start off January, before we look at results, a bunch of people are leaving the club on loans and stuff. Bishop on loan, Galbraith on loan. Actually, I'm sorry, these aren't loans. These are just transfers. These are loans. Pellistri, Garner, Bernard, Diallo, and Taechong all out on loan. A lot of transfer offers to get us started. But taking a look at the Premier League table, we currently see ourselves sitting third, but with a game in hand. So if we win that game, we could be top. But the rest of the top four is pretty strange. Leicester City and Aston Villa making up the top four. Liverpool, Chelsea, Burnley are in 7th. Arsenal are in 10th. And then in the relegation zone right now, we've got Sheffield, West Brom, and Leeds of all teams. Wow, interesting. Obviously, we're all here for the Champions League, though. So in that group, we did manage to top it. It was a little bit more difficult than last time, but only 1 loss and 1 draw. And in the round of 16, we're going to find ourselves up against RB Leipzig. So the team we most recently did a career mode save with is going to be facing off against Manchester United in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Not the worst draw, but again, there's Club Brugge. I would say Wolfsburg, but they won the Champions League last season, so they're a dark horse. They've got Lyon, which maybe could have been an easier draw. Sevilla, Real Sociedad, but yeah, Leipzig is not that bad compared to Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, PSG, all those teams. Leading in goals for us right now, once again, CR7 with a 15-goal season and 4 assists. Rashford also doing super well, 15 goals and 5 assists. Sancho a little bit more quiet of a season this time around. Theo Hernandez has been a revelation at left back. Bruno's actually off to a pretty quiet start as well. Van de Beek doing all right for himself. And then, yeah, all of our other players on the bench and stuff. we're doing okay. Oof, that's a massive, massive blow. In January, Ronaldo with a 5-month ACL injury. That is his season pretty much done. And we only have Cavani on the bench, so maybe an improvement is needed there. I would say that Lautaro Martinez is probably a pretty solid emergency striker signing, don't you think? Welcome to the club, Lautaro Martinez. 120 million plus Edinson Cavani will bring the Argentinian across from Inter Milan. I'm so excited to get a chance to maybe use him in this career mode, and I think he's a really good fit for Manchester United, actually. Welcome, Lautaro Martinez. Once again, not a super busy January transfer window, just a couple of young players out of the club that have lost their potential, and Martinez brought in. So yeah, hopefully that's going to carry us across. Let's go and see how we do now against RB Leipzig in the Champions League. All right, first leg against RB Leipzig. Rashford's going to start up front and Diaz on the left because Martinez is like less than half stamina. It's kind of insane. And yeah, this Leipzig side has got Gvardiol, Soyuncu, Haidara playing at center back, interesting. Olmo and Sorloth in the midfield, Pavon and Nkunku, Angelino and Mukile as your wingbacks, and Iglesias up top. So a really different looking side. Our side is pretty much fully fit, ready to go. First leg away at the RB Arena. The result is a 1-0 loss. Oh wow, Iglesias scoring in the second and then missing a penalty in the 26th. Second leg I'm sending out the fully fit starting 11. It's at home now, and their team looks pretty similar, except Harvey Barnes playing at that left mid spot, and Pavon. Yeah, all this stuff is normal. Angelino in the midfield, Dani Olmo. We all know this side for the most part. Andre Silva now starting up top. I don't know why I said it was the same side. It looks really different. Our side, fully fit, starting 11. Lautaro Martinez playing his first game, at least where I'm controlling him like this. Hopefully we can make a comeback here. The result is a 1-1 draw once again. We're knocked out by a 10-man RB Leipzig in the round of 16, man. Oh, United, what are you doing to me? You're driving me crazy. I didn't even want to do a second season, man. I'm a Man City fan. I don't want to play with Man United more than I have to, but end of the season now, boys. Oh my god, we're getting sacked again. These footy fixes are not going well so far. This is only the first one, and it's not good. Okay, well, we got sacked. Welcome to Manchester United, I guess. Alright, well, let me go give myself back the job and finish out the season. God damn it, man. This is so annoying. Alright, here we come. Back to the job. Like we never left. We signed for Southampton for a second, and now then we're like, never mind, actually. Manchester United, I forgot that you needed a manager too, so here I am, I'm back. You know, it was totally methodical. I wanted to restock on these Youth Academy players, obviously. That's why I got sacked, so that I could have more of these. That's what I love. I would also like to point out that they sacked me even though I won them the Premier League. 2 games left to go, they sacked me, and we were guaranteed to win then. And then we did win it. And yeah, I got sacked anyway despite having a Premier League winning side. But yeah, we won the Premier League first, so we're playing in the Champions League next season. Season 3 is hopefully going to be the last one. The rest of the top 4, Man City, Chelsea, and Aston Villa. Which is just crazy that Aston Villa is 4th in the Premier League. What is that? Are relegated this season, we have Leeds, Sheffield, and West Bromwich Albion. Carabao Cup was won by Aston Villa against Liverpool. I can tell you that we got eliminated by Brighton on penalties in the first round we played, which is round 3, so quite a failure in the domestic cup competition here, the Carabao Cup. FA Cup won by Chelsea over Brighton, and once again, I can tell you that we got eliminated in the first round that we played by Brighton. So a bit of a bogey team for us here, Brighton and Hove Albion. Conference League this season won by Lazio 2-1 over West Ham. The Europa League was won by Atalanta, not Bergamo Calcio, but Atalanta, in an all-Italian affair against Inter 3-1. And your Season 2 Champions League winners, and for the first time, Champions League winners, Paris Saint-Germain beating out Real Madrid. 2 opponents that we had in Season 1 of the Champions League coming up against each other, and PSG coming out on top. And our best performer, Marcus Rashford, 21 goals and 8 assists. Ronaldo, unfortunately injured halfway through the season, which really just sucks. His career is going to go only down from here at this point. Sancho, 13 and 4. Lautaro Martinez, coming in halfway through the season, managed to put on quite the performance, 11 goals and an assist. Bruno, awfully quiet this season, not going to lie. Theo Hernandez with a really nice contribution from left back. Van de Beek doing pretty well. Mason Greenwood having a little bit more of a contribution off the bench this season. Yeah, all around not too bad of a season. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of a better one next season and we won't get sacked. Maybe we'll win the whole damn thing. That would be cool. Well, by all standards of Man United, at least, a pretty disappointing season. Only winning the Premier League, got eliminated right away in the Carabao Cup, right away in the FA Cup, and as soon as we got out of the group stage, we got locked out again. Now, a nice thing for the next season is Ronaldo is back from injury, and we have this headache of a 92 rated Ronaldo versus a 90 rated Lautaro Martinez. So should be great. Season 3 sees us going balls to the walls on transfers. I'm not messing around anymore. I want to win everything this season. Marcus Llorente for 150 million euros coming across from Atletico Madrid. 88 overall, a nice upgrade at that center mid spot. Unfortunately, Van de Beek is back on the bench. The man is cursed at Manchester United, but that's okay because Marcus Llorente is here. He's going to transform that midfield, hopefully. Another huge signing coming across to Manchester United. A big improvement at right back as Achraf Hakimi, the Moroccan from PSG, comes across for 153 million euros, 24 years old, 89 overall. Welcome to the side, Achraf Hakimi. All about the high-profile transfers this season as we now bring across Matthias de Ligt from Tottenham Hotspur, actually, for 120 million euros. He's 87 rated, so he's actually not quite an upgrade to Harry Maguire just yet. But obviously, he's 24 years old. He's got that growth and potential in him. And Manchester United, I remember being linked with Matthias de Ligt. Them, Real Madrid, and Juventus when he did go to Juventus. So, welcome to the club, Matthias de Ligt. Finally splashing the cash this transfer window as we spend almost €500 million on just 3 players. Marcus Llorente, Achraf Hakimi, and Matthias de Ligt. Lots of our youngsters that were going out on loan for the first few seasons getting sold this season and season 3. We've got a really, really strong side now. You can't tell because they're out on international, a lot of them, but yeah, a lot of players just about 90 or about to hit 90, stuff like that. And even De Gea growing. Lautaro Martinez also overtaking Ronaldo, at least going even in overall, so maybe he'll start getting more games. And let's check out our Champions League group for Season 3 and then start simming. Alright, so this season's Champions League group looks to be probably the easiest it's actually ever been. Roma, Marseille, and CSKA Moscow in our group, so we should be able to breeze that. I'll see you guys in January to find out if we actually did. Once again, it looks like the Champions League group, not really a problem for us. Undefeated, 4 draws, 2 losses. Sorry, other way around. Not even the other way around. 4 wins, 2 draws. Marseille, the other team to go through, and in the round of 16, we're coming up against Napoli. That's a pretty mild draw, but last time we came up against Leipzig and we got knocked out. So really, who knows? It could go really any way possible at this point. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Premier League-wise, we are breathing down Liverpool's neck, just 1 point behind them, and then a little bit of a gap before Chelsea, 7 points behind us. Looks like Leicester's in the top 6, currently in the relegation zone. We've got Brentford, Watford, and West Ham. Wow, holy shit. Top performers, once again, Marcus Rashford. Sir Marcus Rashford himself, 21 goals and 7 assists. Lautaro Martinez has definitely taken over that starting striker role. 18 goals and 3 assists for himself. Sancho with 12 and 11. Fernandes stepping up off the bench. Luis Diaz is doing some work. Greenwood as well. Ronaldo stepping in every once in a while too. And yeah, everybody's doing well. We're all firing on all cylinders so far. Really quiet January for us, just selling the 1 player in short tier. I'm going to keep everybody around, make sure they're happy, and see if we can maybe pull out everything off that we want to do this season with the players we already have. So let's go see how we do in the Champions League now. Alright, our team is nice and rested for the Napoli game, and wow, this team is just turning into an insane one, huh? We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in our 11. Not over 90 overall, and they're about 88 or 89, most of them. So yeah, 88 being the lowest rating is pretty awesome. I don't really recognize some of the players that are playing for them at this point, and by that I mean I'm lying, and I do recognize everybody. But Vlachodimos, Estupinian, Alaba, Mbemba, and Traore is their back line. Fabian, Canales, and Koke in the midfield. Fornals, Rafa Mir, and Matteo Politano on the right-hand side is their attacking 3. And our whole starting 11 is ready. First leg is away at the Diego Maradona Stadium, and the result is a 2-1 win. Hakimi and Declan Rice scoring in the second half. Rafa Mir scoring for them could maybe turn out to be a bit of a lifeline, and a lot of yellow cards. Holy crap. Time for the second leg now. Once again, starting 11 relatively fit, and their starting 11 looks pretty much the same. I think they're just playing Chao Henrique at left back. This game is a little bit different. So yeah, sim this away, at home. I was going to say away. At home at Old Trafford. And the result is going to be a 3-1 win. Nice, a convincing victory in the second leg, taking us through the quarterfinals. Lautaro Martinez, Bruno, and Marcus Llorente all on the score sheet today. Bit of a domestic affair here as we take on Aston Villa in the quarterfinals. Their team is looking pretty good. They've got Target still around, Tomiyasu, Steer in goal, I don't actually know who that is, Saliba and Kiamalera as their back line. Coop Miners, Sevcic, Favre as the midfield. I don't recognize a lot of those players. Bailey, Watkins, of course we know, and Barry, again, I don't recognize. So, a couple of rotations for us, Greenwood and Maguire to play this leg. Sim at home, the first leg is going to be a 2-1 win. Rashford and Lautaro Martinez on the score sheet for us. Excellent. Second leg, our full starting 11 is actually fully fit, which is really nice. And we're just going to get into it at Villa Park. Hopefully we can keep that result a good one and see ourselves through the semifinals. Yeah, we can. We copy that 2-1 win. Hakimi on the score sheet, Marcus Llorente. We're through to the semis again for the second time in these 3 seasons here. It seems we're keeping the domestic theme going into the semifinals here as we come up against Manchester City. So Declan Rice with a red card, so Bellingham filling in there. And they're starting 11. They've still got Ederson. They've got Jose Gaya captaining the side, Bonucci, Nathan Ake, and Pedro Porro to make up that back four, which is interesting back four to say the least. We've got Goretzka, Sterling, and Mahrez in the midfield. Okay. Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, and Jesus as the attacking trident. Very strange, very attacking side. We'll see how we do in the first leg. The result is going to be a 2-1 win. Let's go. Rashford and Bruno Fernandes on the score sheet against my own favorite club. I'm sorry, Man City, but I have to knock you out. We have the lead going into the second leg. I can only cross my fingers and hope for a good result in the second leg, and Man City's 11 in the second leg is so much better. Gaia, Ruben Dias, Emerick Laporte, and Pedro Porro. Midfield of Frank Yannick Kessié captaining the side, alongside De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, Sterling, Phil Foden, and it looks like Tammy Abraham is playing for Man City now, so yeah, some more growth in the side. Now we've only got 4 players that aren't 90 rated instead of 5. But the second leg, hopefully, is going to be a good result. It's a 3-3 draw, which is just enough to take us through to a Champions League final in season number 3. Wow. On the score sheet, we have Lautaro twice. Bruno missing a penalty. Damn. Marcus Llorente as well. And for them, Grealish with a brace. Foden with a goal as well. They almost sent us to extra time. The 88th minute, we found the winner. And wow, it looks like we're actually going to be coming up against AC Milan. They knocked out Barcelona 6-0 on aggregate. That's insane. Well, before we play that Champions League final, let's review the rest of our season. We finished second in the Premier League this time, 85 points. Liverpool on 90. Wow, good season. And it was really just a 3-horse race. Leicester City like 20 points behind. That's insane. And relegated this season are going to be none other than Bournemouth, Watford, and West Ham actually did finish 20th. That sucks. We did feature in the Community Shield at the beginning of the season, which we actually lost on penalties to Chelsea. We did win a Carabao Cup against Liverpool, so that's one piece of silverware for us this season. We also won the FA Cup this season against Newcastle, so we have 2 trophies to our name this season, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. We're also looking to maybe add that Champions League title, so we could be looking at a treble winning season for Manchester United here. The Conference League winners, Hoffenheim 2-1 over Nice. Europa League winners are Villarreal 1-0 over Lazio. And across all competitions this season, Lautaro Martinez with 37 goals. That is absolutely insane. Marcus Rashford with 36 and 11 as well. Sancho with 20 and 19. Bruno Fernandes finally really stepping up with those goal contributions. Hakimi, who we just brought in this season, did really well, doing 9 goals, 2 assists. Ronaldo with a 6-goal season. He's dropped off massively in his overall. That ACL injury really killed him. But 6 goals for him were pretty good. Left back, Theo Hernandez doing really well as well. Marcus Llorente stepping up. Everybody really stepping up in a good way. We're ready for a Champions League final against AC Milan. And just to check in on the season that AC Milan had in the Serie A, they actually finished 4th on 69 points. So we did better domestically than they did. Hopefully, that is a good sign of things to come in the Champions League. But obviously, they had to get here somehow, so they knocked out Marseille, they knocked out PSG, and they knocked out Barca. So they did knock out 2 really good teams in PSG and Barca to get here. So they're definitely no slouch, despite not doing well in Serie A. And we're looking at a starting 11 for them of Mike Maignan, Wijndal, Akanji, Pau Torres, and Kalulu. Also in the midfield, Tonali, Zakaria, and Meyer. Attacking 3 of Hauge, Castillejo, and I think that's probably going to be Maxi Gomez. Our starting 11 is fully fit, ready to go, and it's going to be at the Parc des Princes, so the home of PSG, who knocked us out in Season 1, I believe, in the semifinals. So we're at their stadium to get revenge for them knocking us out. Hopefully we will be lifting a trophy today in Season 3. I'll see you guys on the pitch. Alright, here we go. Man United versus AC Milan at the Parc des Princes. Champions League in Season 3. Can we win it? About to find out. Bruno making a nice run. Let's check a shot at the near post. Saved by Mike Maignan. Alright. This game is off to a good start. We're keeping the ball really, really well. Creating really good quality chances. Just can't put them away yet. Lautaro getting up for this? Not quite. Rashford out wide. Taken out. Jesus Christ. Kalulu, you gotta chill, man. Wearing those ugly Puma kits. God, I hate those. It looks like they're finally in the game. Man City's wasn't in for a while. The whole career mode for them, I couldn't use it. Free kick from 28 yards. Let's see how we go. Too much spin on it. Unfortunate. There's my manager. Declan Rice winning that. Marcus Rashford now. To Lautaro Martinez. I see a nice run here from Theo Hernandez, the left back. Whoa, across the face of goal. Look at that run from Theo Hernandez, the left back. Wow, 43 minutes in, we have our first goal. And it comes from our left back of all people. Crazy stuff. Marcus Rashford with the ball there, Lautaro, and then just so much pace with Theo. Nobody can see him coming. That overlapping run was incredible. And the shot wasn't bad either. It looks like they gave Mike Maignan a real face, but what it ended up doing was making him bald. That's like a bug with FIFA right now. I don't know what it is. But Theo Hernandez scores for us in the Champions League. His second goal in the Champions League as well. But in the final of all games. Incredible. Stoppage time in the first half. 1 minute. And it has been a dominant first half for Manchester United. We've created so many chances. We have the one goal. And it would be really nice in the second half to maybe help solidify that. Look at Maignan. He just has a generic face and he's bald and looks weird. Ugh, FIFA 22, man. Come on. I see Sancho through on goal. I would love to score with Sancho here. Ooh, the angle was tough. Probably should have passed it unselfishly. Oh, the cutback! And Bruno Fernandes on the score sheet. Lautaro Martinez with 2 assists in this, in this Champions League final. He is the playmaker. Bruno Fernandes just standing on that penalty spot. Happens to be in the perfect position to put that away. Fake shot back inside. A driven ground pass. No time for the defenders to react or the goalkeeper. And yeah, 2 goals up to the good. Through the legs of that defender. That is just unfortunate if you're him. Jesus. Hakimi and Sancho linking up well. Down that right-hand side, I see runs. I'm looking for Lautaro Martinez, though. Can we get to him? The header is there! Oh my god, it's destruction of AC Milan. Lautaro Martinez finally on the score sheet. A peach of a cross from Jadon Sancho right onto his noggin. He's always going to be able to put that in the back of the net. That was fantastic, man. Goes sliding in that defender, just no chance. That cross, amazing. Goalkeeper not running out, gets looped by Lautaro Martinez. 3-0 now for Manchester United. Let's go. Final few seconds of the game here. As we're into stoppage time. Any second now, referee blows his whistle, and that is a 3-0 thrashing of AC Milan in our first ever Footy Fixes challenge. Obviously, I've done a couple of other rebuilds on the channel, but now we're calling them Footy Fixes. This is the first one done. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel so you don't miss out on the next episode of Footy Fixes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and goodbye. Enjoy the title celebrations.